influence on kids and have such an influence on younger generations. And we've seen companies that have done really good things for society, like Patagonia, or even Mars as a company has done some pretty amazing things around climate change and has really kind of held up their promise around addressing climate change and sustainable agriculture and so forth. That we see, upwards of, 85, 90% of young consumers who look to brands and companies to say, you can make an impact on the world probably better than governments can, because they've seen governments that have, been polarized by politics and not been able to move into action. So young people are seeing companies as having that ability to have impact. But another phenomenon that's come up has been this cancel culture, right? Which is, the second something goes wrong, let's cancel it out. What we talk about in the book is that the best path to move forward as a company is it's very difficult to sit on the sidelines and not say anything on social issues, especially if they have to do with your industry, if it directly impacts your target consumer, if it has to do with a local geography that you're operating in, if it has to do really with justice or some other kind of major impacts on society. It is very difficult for a company today not to be able to take a stand or say something or align with what they say their values are. What we always say is that don't act too quickly and be authentic and transparent in your approach. And again, if you have a company that has an articulated purpose and is actually operationalizing their values, then they should be able to react in these situations in a way that is methodical and transparent and directly communicates with their target market, hey, listen, this is our path, this is our evolution, this is our plan, and how we're moving to get into better alignment with our values based on world events. So, I don't blame Adidas for maybe taking an extra day or two to thinking about, should they or should they not break ties with Kanye West. I think, though, I think the calculation, what a lot of cynical people were, talking about as it related to the kind of the cynicism around their decision, is that Kanye West had already said a lot of terrible things, and they didn't act until a lot of other companies started to act. And so again, it's, I think as a company, you need to just be really transparent with, this is what our process is, and please please be with us as we go through this process. We want to hear from you, and so forth. And if you take that approach, the consumer will be, I think, more forgiving and more understanding that you're really evolving and thinking about this, rather than very quickly coming out against something and then having to have a reversal. And that's almost more dangerous.